everybody, and welcome to, I keep feeling like I'm in Saint-Tropez, but I'm not in Saint-Tropez. We are actually in Nice. I have no idea why. There is some kind of like resemblance because we're here so like in the old town. It's very rustic, it's beautiful. In fact, we have just arrived from two different places, Filippo from home and me from yet another dress fitting. I know. We are here with Jimmy Choo on a little adventure, and I just want to show you the most gorgeous view from our hotel room. We're staying at this hotel. I've never been here before. It's called Hotel du Convent, but I'll show you the view.
Convent.
Yeah. Yes. Look how beautiful. Obviously, it was, I mean, it's not obvious, but it is kind of. It was a convent before, and it's so stunning. I cannot even tell you how beautiful, beautiful it is. We actually are supposed to be ready. Filippo is already wearing the yellow hat, which says Jimmy Choo Nice, as you can see. We got lots of wonderful goodies. I got a lot of shoes, and the unboxing and the try on of those you can actually see on my shorts, on YouTube Shorts, or on the other video platform. Here they are. They're 4 pairs, they're bags, they're accessories. There's a lot of good stuff, which obviously makes me very happy. The room is so stunning, but another thing that I saw upon welcome is a lot of Summer Friday goods, which I love. I love these exfoliating pads. And then I think like if I had to choose one favorite Summer Friday product, it would be the jet lag mask. But I also really like the overnight eye serum. It's really, really, really moisturizing. So it is great. My luggage came straight from Monaco. Filippo packed it. Do you think it's kind of coldish, Filippo? Not coldish? Maybe I can wear the denim set. I feel so cold in here, but maybe it's just the room. I have a lot of stuff to go through to see what I'm gonna wear tonight, but I have options. So let's start somewhere and let's see what I'm gonna wear, because literally we don't have that much time. It's not like we can just be like, oh la la, let me just see and what we're gonna do. No, we have to actually get ready. So let's do it. I'm wearing the Magda Butrym dress, the black kitten heels, the white blazer, because I think it'll be fresh at night. I don't know if the dinner is outside or inside. This new suede cinch. See the full look. Maybe our children will be so curly. Like they will be very, very curly. Ready to go. You know, Filippo, it's the same band that Jimmy Choo uses. So I know those faces. It's kind of like you. You also have one band that you like to use in Italy, Pensa?
Yeah.
You know what I love? I love this. And then you do this. The smell, baby. Smell my fingers.
Oh.
So good. I feel like there's some kind of genetic obsession with plants that I have, which would not be surprising considering how many members of my family are pharmacists and that my dad did his whole specialization in medicinal plants, but I really love it. Guys, this is so beautiful. Everybody's having the best time. Very handsome man here, at least I think so, but then nobody else needs to think it because I'm wearing it. I love the vibes are already here. Good morning, everybody. Woke up to the sound of birds singing and Filippo also. Time to start a fun day with Jimmy Choo. Today is the day for the jelly kitten heels and this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous woven raffia bag. I also need a pair of sunglasses, and Jimmy Choo sent me, oh, I love these. There are 2 pairs. I can give one to Filippo. Let's see. Let me show it to you. You will understand immediately why I love it. Oh my God. The case is very pretty actually, but this style is exactly the style that I normally go for. Look how good, right? So this is the look. Should I go for black? No, I think brown. We're going on a little boat ride, so Very quick fit check, just of the upper part of my body. The bag, the glasses, the dress, and the jelly. Kitten heels. I'm sorry, there's so much mess here, but we're not spending much time in the room, so. This place is absolutely unlike any other place that we have visited before. One of the things I really love is that almost everything here is handmade. Buongiorno!
I smelled your perfume from here. I was like, Tamara is somewhere around.
Here I am!
I was like literally...
The Maleficent is around the corner.
You always wear the same perfume, right?
Yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I was just saying how nice this hotel is because they do everything handmade, like handmade butter, handmade bread, handmade honey, handmade jam.
The butter of the, the bread of the breakfast, it was olive oil based. It was really good.
Yum! So I'm Tamara and I'm very good at talking. No, just kidding. I don't know, you guys know me, so I'm not gonna introduce myself. So,
hi, I'm Sarah. I worked in corporate fashion for 5 years and now I've taken my content and styling and fashion consulting full time.
That's so fun.
that's so good.
Oh. Where are you from?
I'm from Seattle but live in Los Angeles.
That's so chic.
Very good intro, Sarah.
Yeah, that was good. Have you practiced that?
No,
I think you practiced it.
I was thinking,
I haven't practiced anything. I am Coco Schiffer. Someone once told me that you have to say your first and last name. I think I've started to practice that.
I'm Sarah Walker.
Okay, Coco Schiffer. I talk about things that are chic all the time, and I do fashion content and things I find chic. What else do I do?
You're so multifaceted.
Hi, I'm Cindy Silverman. I'm from Florida, used to live in New York, now in California, and I do content creation. Also used to be a full-time corporate girly, but really just love showing my lifestyle and my fashion and beauty and kind of any thought that comes to my head or any ideas or anything. Really love just sharing that with everyone and being with my friends.
Yeah.
Like all these friends.
We're on a boat.
I think these girls just told you that all kind of corporate background means nothing. You can just one day be heading to your office job and then next day be
Yep, working for yourself.
yeah.
Why shall we follow that?
know.
You have some specifics like bags or shoes or
Specifics. I think for me it would be bags. You know that I love bags and I like to do a lot of bag reviews.
I would say true outfit styling, more clothes, but obviously I love shoes and bags. I'm very fashion heavy in the content.
Yeah, and you do really good. I'll compliment you on this, everyday style. I feel like I feel like people go to you for what they should wear on the everyday vibe. Yeah. I usually have a million rings on my fingers. Yeah. I don't currently.
Yeah.
So
it's iconic.
And I also
I know.
a really good New York chic style.
New York chic vibes, but I also like to mix some humor into it. I have a very interesting, weird personality, and I like to. It's really hard to do that when you're a fashion creator to show your personality. So that's what I've been trying.
Don't always appreciate.
Yeah. Exactly. So try to mix it up and make it fun instead of boring fashion content.
I love that.
So you like Taco Bell?
I really love Taco Bell. It is in my content. We sprinkle it in there at some time. I love the food stuff. I also grew up going to Colorado every summer, so I love Western fashion. I love fringe. I love boho. I love jeans, denim. We love horses. We love everything. A cowboy boot, a cowboy hat, chef's kiss. So
Jeans,
I really do.
denim.
Yeah,
You
denim
like
is
denim
a
too.
really big thing of mine. My favorite outfit is just denim and a white tee. Easy, classic, simple, perfect.
All Americana.
Why are we here?
We are in south of France, in Nice more specifically. Well, not right now. I think now we're more Ez. And we're here for
Jimmy Choo!
Woo! We just came to this beach club called Anjuna Beach. It feels like I want to come here more often. There's no excuses not to. Plus the food looks so good. Okay, look at this group having a swim. We're about to leave, but instead, still one last swim. I'm just tying my hair up to jump in.
Excuse me, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, baby.
gentlemen, I am currently makeup free. In fact, I just did a little sheet mask. My skin really after laser has been so giving. I have the last 2 breakouts that are healing. I spoke to my doctor and she said like after laser you kind of purge, your skin purges. And basically this is kind of like a final cycle of this, but the glow that you get, it's so worth it. Though I don't know when was the last time I had a breakout, so I'm quite like annoyed because I'm like, what is this even? Anyway, I want to update you a little bit. I want to do a touch of makeup. My makeup is in a makeup bag. Hold on. I packed this little makeup pouch for the beach, but obviously haven't used any. Lovely. I wanted to tell you that the trips like this that are so fun are the worst because I end up having so much fun and speaking to other creators and people who are on the trip that I don't end up vlogging as much as I would like to. It's just so many new people that I have met on this trip, and I really wanted to pay a lot of attention to them and speak to them and learn a lot of things about them that basically I have not been vlogging, which is not great, but that's kind of how it happens. You know what? Tonight we're actually going to LPM, Le Petit Maison, which is like a very well-known restaurant around the world. They have it in London, they have it in Dubai, they have it in Qatar. I love LPM. We love it there. And we've eaten in many different cities and countries in LPM. But the Nice one is actually the original one. And I'm trying to think if I've actually been to the one in Nice. And I'm pretty sure the answer is no. In fact, I don't think Filippo and I have ever been to Nice together. Have we ever been?
What do you think?
I love your outfit. This is so cute. Yeah?
Yeah.
Filippo wants to change it, but I really love it. It's quite like boyish. Sorry about the chaos, but when this girl is in the room, then the chaos is also in the room because one does not ever exclude the other. I'm very sorry for poor vlogging, but at the same time, I am just kind of, you know, having the best time. On another note, there's a lot of topic obviously about the wedding, a lot of questions about the wedding, and people want to know, like, you know, about the dresses, about everything, about the dates, the duration, the kind of order, everything. That's not a problem. The problem is that obviously not everything is done, but my last dress fitting is the day after tomorrow is my last dress fitting, so that's okay. And then I have a lot of last bits and bobs to complete, which is okay. What is, however, on my mind is I'm thinking of taking some time off after my wedding, and that means also from YouTube, and I have never done that. I have never ever taken time off YouTube, like in terms of like, you know, sometimes creators would say like, okay, it's summer holidays, let's take time off, or okay, it's winter, like Christmas holidays, time off. But I've never actually taken time off YouTube, and I'm actually for the first time ever considering doing it after the wedding because I just truly want to enjoy the bubble without coming back to work. So just for a little bit, not like I'll be gone and goodbye. What do you guys think about that? Let me know. Anyway, because we're gonna be running late, I'm gonna go quickly get dressed, do my makeup, and then I'll update you.
The girls are taking selfies. Can you see? The phone is stick there, and that's what they're doing. Yep, welcome to my life.
Okay guys, this is so cute and vibey. There are already some snacks. Okay, ignore my camera. We are at the Le Petit Maison, the original one. The menu is looking great. And yes, I'm thirsty, so thank you very much, my love. Good morning, guys. It's our last day in Nice, and honestly I've been having way too much fun on this trip, which is good and bad. It's good because I really enjoyed it, but bad because now I have so much work waiting for me to do. Genuinely, Filippo's downstairs at breakfast. He's already waiting for me. I need to lock in, I need to do the work, and I need to join him. I'm wearing this denim set this morning. I'll link everything below as always, you guys know it. But I really love it. I think it's so cool. See, I have now a top kind of poking, and these are capris, and also my sunglasses are dirty, but I really love the sunnies. I think they're a perfect shape for me. You know the shape I usually go for. Filippo is waiting for me somewhere here. He's already at breakfast, and he said he cannot wait. He's gonna order coffee and wait for me there. I cannot see him. Probably hiding behind one of these umbrellas, so we'll see. This place is so gorgeous because they make their own like honey, they make their own jam, they make their own butter, their own bread. Everything is homemade. This to me looks like a true relaxing place, somewhere you go for digital detox and just enjoy as it feels like back in the days in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm wearing these green suede sandals. You haven't seen me wear these just yet, and I really love them. They're super easy, but I love the stone detailing between the upper part and the bottom part. I don't know if you can see, so really like that. And then guys, today we are traveling to Paris, but I have more dress fittings. Then from Paris traveling to London, where I have more stuff to do, wedding related. Then I have some like beauty treatments to do, and then from next week, no more travel. That's it. We are officially done, and I'm so ready for it. I'm done to like settle. The other day, Xenia was texting me and she was like, where are you? I was like, on a plane. And she's like, are you okay? You're always on the plane. And literally feels like lately more than ever. But I think it's the dress fittings. But it's not my fault that I literally have so many fittings to do. It is my fault. Definitely my fault. Whose fault would it be? So that is the plan for the moment. Let's go downstairs. I really need to lock in and edit. So let's do it. I know I promised you an outfit check. Sorry for the chaos. This is my travel bag and other stuff. This is the bag. These are the sandals. This is a little set from Magda Butcher. It's not actually a set, but I decided to make it a set. What do we think about denim on denim? Is it a bit... it's difficult, right? I don't know what to tell you what I think about it, but I like this outfit. So this is it, and we're gonna head out. Something to do, I think I told you already, with my obsession with plants. Like, not in a way that I would have a garden, for sure. Good morning from Paris, you guys. Well, I wanted to tell you all about the craziest landing through a Parisian storm that we've had yesterday, where the pilot said that the flight control was telling him to land in Toulon, but he decided to land in Paris, and we were dropping so much. But that is not what I'm going to tell you, because I have more important things to tell you. Last night I came to the room and I felt this day was so long. I haven't vlogged. It was a lot. Okay, it was a lot on my mind, it was a lot in schedule, and I went to shower. Now, one thing you don't know about me, I bring my phone to the shower because sometimes I listen to music and whatever. Filippo called me 3 times during the shower. Okay, admittedly, it was a very long shower. Like, I really needed to take the day off. But he called 3 times and I was like, wow, you miss me so much. He does that sometimes, okay? He was like, get out of the shower. I want to speak to you. Why are you in the shower? I put on the robe. I was getting out of the shower. Someone was at the door. And I was like, who is coming? Like, who is ringing at my door at midnight? And I was about to open the door and be mad. And then I opened the door and it was Xenia. I was so shocked. She said she's never seen me lose my words before. And I'm very sad we didn't film it, but I didn't expect it and she forgot. So she came in and I was like, wait, like, why are you in Paris? How come I thought you were in Cologne? She was in Cologne. She's like, I came for your last dress fitting. And guys, it made me really, I could have cried when she told me. It didn't even occur to me or to my mind that she could come potentially for my dress fitting, like our last dress fitting. And apparently all this time she was planning it with my sister and with Filippo ever since Marbella, because I haven't had really people with me at the fitting. So it felt like a little bit of a, not lonely process, but a process that normally you share with like your girls. And she surprised me. I mean, I would have never asked anybody to come for a dress fitting. You know, if you knew me, you knew I would not ask people to come with me for a dress fitting because I would feel like it's not fair on other people's schedules. And now I have someone to go with me to my final wedding dress fitting. So she will be literally the only person that's going to see the wedding dress before. I'm very excited. I know I can't talk much about it. It's very annoying if I'm not going to show you something that I'm talking about it. But before that, I need to cut off because I have like a quick call with, I think, wedding photographers. So I'm just going to tune in now and I'll update you later. Okay guys, 22. We'll take like around 15 minutes to get to my dress appointment. I need to bring the shoes because that's one thing that I have been forgetting. And obviously the shoes for your final fitting are very important because if you don't bring the shoes, they cannot cut the length of the dress properly. So I need to bring the shoes. And last time when I was in an appointment, I forgot to bring the shoes. So they texted me and being like, please do not forget the shoes, okay? So the shoes are here. This is my casual look. Xenia's waiting for me downstairs. I'm gonna bring down our bags. And that's it. At Hotel Cos, they always prepare a rail for me because they know who they're dealing with. And I love that kind of personalized thing. And there's always a steamer as well. I am going downstairs now. Gonna do the checkout. And it's time for my final dress fitting. Guys, we're on our way en route. And I'm just telling Xenia's like, wow, what a beautiful day. on my way to, like, with my best friend for her wedding dress fitting at brand.
Let it sink in. I said enjoy the moment. Think about you getting married to your best friend.
The best friend position is taken.
I know, but there are
One
few.
of our, okay.
There are few.
He can be one of my best friends.
He is one of your best friends.
Yes.
I'm the other one. And there are some more.
Yes.
That's a problem when you're so popular. And you go to this amazing brand that's like to gasp for. Like when you told me, I was like,
Yes, it's true. You were quite...
I was flabbergasted.
Yes.
And what a beautiful day. Look,
Exactly.
you built this, you created this life.
We're on such a good frequency right now.
Yeah, but really, I think it's such a special moment and it can go by you so quickly. It's so important to like realize what you're doing. Like little Tamara would be,
Very happy.
she didn't know the brand.
No, she didn't know the brand. She didn't know that she could get married one day. Little Tamara was not very clued on, to be very honest. But there's hope for everybody, you know. I have to say that it's very, very, very exciting.
Very special.
Yeah.
How emotional are you?
Emotional. It's very emotional. That's the thing. Like, I feel so grateful. First of all, that you came to surprise me. I think it's like something that is very, very, very special, and I'm very grateful. Very hard to pull off. Also, I'm very, very grateful for it. It's so nice to like now do this as a little. It's like a little movie. Now let's go and live our movie.
Yeah.
Guess where we ended up. You have to guess. After the dress fitting, I was like, let's go to Hermès.
I wonder if you're a good influence.
I don't know if I'm a good influence or a bad influence.
There's a bad influence of you.
You will know after. Last week when we were in Marbella, Xenia was like, should I get this bag? I was like, you have to. Okay guys, I left Xenia for 1 hour to do my New Age Paris treatments. Of course, this is my final bridal body treatment. So that's it. I am gonna now just continue hitting the gym every single day after the traveling stops, like every single day. I'll be at the gym. Until then, I'm here. Fatty waited for me and she was like, wow, like we had honestly, I had great progress with the Tesla former here at the New Age. So I cannot recommend anything more. Honestly, this is so good. So I'm doing my treatment, my final treatment now, and then I'm gonna join Xenia. Maybe we pop by to one of the shops to see what's up, and then I'm gonna head to London. Okay guys, we are back at Hermès. Xenia left and we were texting and I said to her, thank you for giving me such a beautiful time together. I had the best time. The light here is not giving, but we're at Hermès, so the things kind of like balance itself, you know, it's okay. I came back, we were here earlier, and then they told me to come back because we're trying to find something for me. I don't know if it's going to be available, I hope so, because if it's not available, then I just delayed my train for no reason. But if you don't risk, how would you get? You know what I mean? So risk is something that I think quite a thing to do. Anyway, I can't really film here. I need to be respectful. I'll report to Judy soon. Guys, how beautiful is this room? I was just saying, I've never been in this room before. I think this is like really special. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Oh my god, I just thought someone was standing here, but it's just a mannequin. I love these colors, like very autumnal. I mean, Hermès is known for their colors, so I'm not really that surprised, but this has been like such a wholesome day. I need to pick up my luggage after here. They told me to come back because we're trying to get something for my wedding. Obviously, it's all about a wedding. I cannot even say it anymore. We'll see. Might get lucky, might not get lucky. I decided to change my train, or not, haven't changed it yet. But I decided to risk, because in life, if you don't risk, you don't get. And sometimes it's not worth it, sometimes it's worth it, but it's all about the decisions that you make. And you always have to stand behind the decisions that you make. And one thing about me that is very, very specific, I am a very decisive person. There is no questions when it comes to me. Like, I was like this always. When I was 17, I had to make a decision about the university. And even though I did not know what I wanted to do in life, I was a very decisive person. And why I'm saying this is because my parents were really against my choice. My parents were really against me studying in England. They sort of like wanted to direct me in a little bit of a different direction. They wanted me to go to Vienna, or my mom really wanted me to stay in Serbia because I was like the kind of like last chick out of the nest, right? But I really stood behind my decision, guys. Like I was so decisive and so strong for such a vulnerable age and such a young age. I was standing behind my decision, and I knew that I could have regretted it big time, and that my parents could have been right. Like they were right always, but I just thought this was what's right for me. And I thought that if I regret it, I wanted to regret it because I made that decision, not because somebody else forced me to do something. So I didn't want to regret listening to my parents. I wanted to regret listening to myself. You know what I mean? Because the only thing that I would ever regret is not listening to myself. I don't know who needs to hear this, but trust me, sometimes in life, I mean, it depends what it is, of course. You also need to be kind of smart about those decisions, I guess, as well, and when you like to listen to other people. But I always liked kind of going and following my intuition, which today is not a great example because it's just like some random little thing. But, you know, it is what it is. And I also like to go with the flow, which is what makes my living quite difficult because like I now was booking a pedicure and the lady was like, wait, that's for tomorrow. And I was like, you are right, it is for tomorrow. But I'm so plan B that I was like, I would like to book an appointment for Saturday. And she's like, that's tomorrow. Let's see what we get. I also was at Miu Miu and I got 2 of the hats that I already have. They're different though. I'll link them below. You know the one I have in straw. I got this like olive green color that I love, and I got beige. But the difference is you will notice that this one has this logo and the other one has white logo. But anyway, that's not the point now. So yeah, that's what I'm carrying. And this is what I'm carrying are my wedding shoes because I needed to try my dress with the shoe so that they can cut it. These are not my exact wedding shoes, but that's the height of the heel. And also, maybe we're saying that my dress is not ready yet. My dress needs more alterations. It's also because in January, when I started fitting, I was one size and now I'm completely different size. And every time between the fittings, my size was changing because A, I'm working out, B, I'm going for these treatments, and C, I'm just eating a lot more protein than I ever was in my life. I can film a video on that topic another time. Maybe not right now. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Anyway. Okay guys, I know you want to know, and it's a little update. No luck. Did not get anything. So that's it. I'm just coming back with what I came with, which is okay, because the best part of this trip is actually going to see my nephews. So very, very, very happy. Cannot wait to see them, their little faces. No, it was
2014.
No, it's just 4 dates, and it's his date of birth and his month of birth.
I don't know.
Alfie, come. I don't know where the microphone is, so it is what it is. I'm currently sitting here. Yes, my love.
Hello.
Hello. Come here, Alfie. Come. I'm currently with all of my extras trying to keep wedding ready. Are you guys wedding ready?
Wedding ready.
Yes? Who are gonna be my cutest ring boys? Are you gonna have 1 or 2?
I'm gonna have 2 for you and Filippo.
Am I gonna have 2 ring boys or just 1 ring boy?
1.
Just 1? So just you, Vicky. So Stefan doesn't want to be my ring boy.
Yes.
Stefan, you don't want to be my ring boy.
He's watching TV, guys.
I'm very sad that Stefan doesn't want to be my ring boy. But I'm so happy that you want to be my ring boy.
And the time is 10:29 on Saturday.
They're so happy with that info. That's very, very important information for them. All I can tell you is that we're having a splendid, lovely day with the boys. Are you going to be also my ring boy, yes or no? No. Yeah? Because I asked you 3 times and you were not having it.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, obviously.
Love it. You're so tall now. Oh my God, you're going to look like an adult.
And he's nearly tall as Mom.
I'm nearly tall as Mom, correct.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to hear, but now Stefan, you see, now he stops watching TV because he realized we are vlogging. So
and also, after this, we're going to my award ceremony.
Yes, Stefan won an award, so I might bring you guys to his award ceremony if I can. I'm not sure, but he won an award for kindness. Is that correct?
Yep.
I'm very proud of you. Well done. Wearing the Summer Friday eye patches because now I really need to like step up my skincare routine to the max. I am always very excited to come home because, first of all, I spend the most insane divine time with the kids and the dog. Even when I feel tired or whatever, Philip always reminds me, but remember, you're going home, you're gonna see the kids, you're gonna see the dog, you're gonna be so happy. And it's always so true. Another thing is like, which feels a little bit like kind of Christmas morning every time, I get so many lovely things to unbox and open that wait for me here. I got some like SPFs from this brand called Mecca Cosmetics and glossy pink lip tint. That sounds very cute. I got some, Stefan is like on the phone, he's having his proper teenager days, so funny. True Skin Alchemy Beauty Ritual, reimagined ritual for modern skin, inner nourishment and outer protection. Okay, hyaluronic acid, ceramosides, silica. Okay, this is it. I don't know if you can see it. Wild collagen. Okay, so I really wanted to try this wild collagen. I don't know what wild collagen is, but this is it a powdered one? I'm currently in the process of reading all the research papers regarding collagen because I want to know what's the best form for the absorption, whether it's liquid, whether it's powder. I want to know what is the best kind of collagen to get attached to where it should be attached, because obviously collagen is used in so many different parts of our body, like also in the joints. Besides the skin and anti-aging properties, it also goes in joints. It's very important in the joints actually, which will make your older age easier, I would say. But I was curious about this one. This is a marine collagen, hydrolyzed collagen. Okay, this is a type 1 hydrolyzed collagen. I will link it below if you guys are in the market. It looks really good, so it's impressive. So many things I got. What is this? 15 chill patches. Ooh! The WhatsApp Deep Out 15 chill patches with ashwagandha, hops, L-theanine, valerian root, and more. I mean, I will fall asleep if I use this, but maybe leading to the wedding, this is something I need more than I can actually imagine. Let me see what it says. Freshly landed in boots. The WhatsApp Co is here to shake up your supplement routine with wearable vitamin patches. I don't know how much I love wearable patches, but I'm very interested in trying it. Okay, I got like really nice stuff from Sisley here, which is like basically a lot of their this SPF. My favorite in the whole entire world SPF is actually from Sisley, and I will link it below. It's great for people who are prone to pigmentation because it battles pigmentation and it's great for like protecting you from sun. I think I told you that the patches are summer Fridays, obviously. I also received a pair of shoes. Let's open it up. Okay, it's from a brand called Jude. We hope you enjoy Jude. This is so nice. Let me show you the shoes. I really like them because I really like for this summer this style of shoe. I need to try them on. I traveled with hand luggage only, so good luck to me. They're brown leather. I love them. It's quite like this cool girl style. They look great. Also like this color, sorry, not for the penguin pajamas, or yes, for the penguin pajamas, because that's truly who I am. You know, yesterday you could have seen I had my dress fitting. Xenia came with me. Nobody saw my wedding dress. She surprised me. Otherwise, I'm not showing my wedding dress to anybody. So she came to see, and it was such a beautiful day, and I'm so grateful to her because she created like such a magical moment for me. And today I texted her to say thank you so much for coming, for doing that surprise for me. She arranged it with my sister. She was texting my sister, and I said, you know what, I would have never asked anybody to do something like that, to travel for my dress fitting, because I would feel like that's such a selfish thing to ask from people. And she said, I know you would never ask, and that's why I did it. And I thanked her so much, and I said, I appreciate you for doing that for me, because it was so much better than doing it alone. And when she saw the dress, she loved the dress, and she said, you know, people who know you in your real life, you're a very simple, easy girl. And people who know you, like how you are and what you wear and what you pay attention to and what you like, this is you in a dress. So I really liked that feedback, and that was something that I really appreciate. I have to go through more of the things that I received. I got this Roxanne Osselin, like a summer jewelry, I would call it. It could be all year round, but I think quite nice for summer. And it's sort of like a necklace choker. Can you see it? I'll also link it below. I think this could be so cute for like a beach. Very, very nice. It's a rope and then this little bead in the front. Very cute. Love it. A Boden white t-shirt. I actually ordered a lot of things from Boden that I like. as well. Swimming suit. You might wait and see it in the next video, all the things that arrived. Here are some Givenchy goodies. I also got some Prada beauty goodies, which I love so much. That's one of my favorite brands. Is it mascara? Yes, it is mascara. I hope it's black. Okay, this is mahogany and it's black. I love this mascara, actually. It makes the lashes quite insane. So, okay, I'm not gonna bore you anymore. I need to understand what I'm going to bring with me and what not. You're probably going to see it in the next video. This one was all over the place. Next one is going to be a little bit in London. Again, a little bit all over the place, but hopefully you guys will like it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for sticking by my side throughout all kinds of different moods. Honestly, like my mom now called me and like she scared me because she was telling me how like something was printed wrongly, and then but she was looking at the wrong information, and I was like, everything is perfect. I've been like so lucky that throughout this wedding planning process, I am working with the most incredible people. Like currently, I'm so happy because one thing I want to tell you, okay? So I really struggled finding who's gonna print my wedding invitations, okay? I think like we had calls with so many different people, and people were like, yeah, we can do this, we cannot do this. Then I was asking our wedding planner, and she was telling us like, you know what, like you need to decide what kind of invite you want, and that will help you know who to go to. Because if you want like something printed on canvas, then you know who to go to. If you want something printed on paper, then you know who to go to. If you need to print something with like gold foil, then you need to. So it's like a very different printing places specialize in different things. And I spoke to people in the UK, in Germany, in Italy, in Serbia, which is where I come from. And I'm so happy because I found the most incredible woman who I trusted to print my invites in Serbia, and she did the most incredible job. When I saw the invites, I was so impressed with her work. Like she was so precise, so like such a perfectionist, which is something so important to me. And I'm always happy when I can find in Serbia people who do better job than like I feel in many other places. I'm always so proud because I am Serbian and I love to support people from my own country. It is not an ad, by the way, but I worked with this girl, Alexandra from Lava Design, and she's just been so great throughout the process. So like my mom like took a picture of all the invitations, like what they look like she took pictures of everything, and I was just like so happy because I've heard so many horror stories, I guess, which is why I put a lot of pressure on myself. And also like one thing that's hard to me is tackling like people's expectations. I just wanted to say that for the end because I think it's so important. I also think it's so important to praise people that you work with that are doing a great job, whether it's a restaurant. The other day we were in Pret at the airport, you know, when I was like having a layover in London, and the lady gave us such incredible service at landside Heathrow that I told her like I want to leave a feedback, and I left her a feedback because she was so great. And I always feel like that's how this universe needs to operate. Like when there's a great service, it needs to be praised. When there is not so great service, the feedback needs to be left because people need to be aware. And in order for us all to improve and to have a better world and society, I think people who do a great job needs to be praised. So anyway, I'll leave you with that, guys. I think enough from this vlog. I'm gonna go and spend some time with the kids, especially with Stefan, who's won the kindest kid award, which makes me very, very proud to hear, because I think being kind is something that you learn from very small age, and it's something that is very important. Also, being kind and kindness should not ever be mistaken for weakness, even though it does all the time. So in the process of teaching him to be kind, we're also trying to teach him to know how to protect himself and to set his boundaries straight. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Bye, guys.